Hi, lovelies. This is going to be real up close and personal. I am in my mom's bed, which has literally been my sanctuary for the last 2 weeks. I think I've been here. Oh my goodness. It feels like so much has transpired since I last pulled this camera out. I don't even remember what the last thing was that happened. It probably was the MRI. Um, my goodness, it's just been so much since then. I basically, after the MRI, I pretty much could not walk and stand and sit after that. I was in so much pain, and my mom had been coming down to my house to help me out with things, and we just decided it made more sense for me to come here and be at her house as opposed to her coming down to try to help me. At least if I'm at her house, she's right here. She can help me out with things. And so that's where I've been. I've been at my mom's house for the last 2 weeks. So literally, I've been in her bedroom with her, and she has been taking such wonderful care of me, and I am so grateful and blessed to have her in my life as my mother, and I appreciate everything about her heart so much, and I'm just so thankful. Her assistance during this time has really helped me and allowed me to just free up some mental space and clarity, because mental space and get clarity, because I what I didn't realize was being home and still trying to cook for myself, trying to work through the pain and trying to shower and all these things by myself. It was really overwhelming. It was taxing on me because it took so much energy to try to do, and I was in so much pain, and being here with her really allowed me the space and the freedom to just rest and to relax. And that is what I've been doing for these last 2 weeks. And I know that it's been hard on her to see me in the condition that I was in. You know, there were periods of time where you just feel so down, and I just start crying, and I am just feeling so hopeless because I am just in so much pain, and I just don't want to feel like this anymore. And I can only imagine what that felt like for her as my mother, to see her child in that way and knowing that there was nothing that she could do to really relieve my pain. But everything that she did really helped me to get through it, because she gave me space. And spaciousness is really important, and it's something that I don't think we realize that we need when we're going through something. And so to not have to think about making breakfast or what I'm going to eat, and brushing my teeth and having to get up to do these things, like just not having that stress on me really was helpful. And I'm just so thankful for having her during this time. So the update, this is like really close. I look crazy. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to just get my things done. Like I can't wait to get my eyebrows done, which I was talking about in the other video, because they need to be done. My hair, I need to get retwisted. My nails are just completely gone. I decided to just take them off because they started popping. And so when I'm better, I am going to have a full day of just pampering, and I'm going to go and get everything done, because I just, this is just not the business. But, so latest update where we are now, it's so crazy. Actually, it's not crazy. It makes complete sense. It's really aligned when I think about it. Like, I am really, really blessed, and I'm really grateful for the people that God has placed in my life. And I was able to get in to see a second, to get a second opinion on my condition because of my boss's connection, just a connection that he had. And so I was able to get in to see a really highly rated surgeon, orthopedic surgeon, and I haven't felt so seen by like a doctor in a while. You know, you go to the doctor's office and it's like everything just feels so quick and so fast and so rushed, and that's how I'd been feeling at the other doctor's office that I was going to. There was this feeling in my body of just like a little anxious because I just felt rushed. Like everything just felt rushed every time I saw the doctor. And seeing this new doctor was like a breath of fresh air. He was so thorough with his explanation, and he gave so much opportunity and time for myself and my mom to ask questions about things, and he explained things in a way that were easy to understand, because at the end of the day, like, this is all medical sciencey stuff, and like, you know, we don't know these things, and being able to explain it in a way that it can be understood by just regular everyday person, it really makes a difference. And so, and also everybody in that office was so freaking nice. Like they were so sweet. I felt welcomed from the moment that I went inside, and that really matters. Like really paying attention to how places and people make you feel is really, really important, because your body is a natural detector of things, and it's going to always tell you. The body does not lie. And it just had such a different reaction being in this new office versus the other office that I was going to. So I went to the new doctor's office and I had my MRI results. They also wanted to do an x-ray. And what the surgeon explained is that, you know, the MRI, it shows good images for certain things, but the x-ray also shows things that the MRI is not showing. And so what I learned is that my disc in the lower part of my back are severely degenerated. And the way that he explained it, he used this analogy of a jelly donut, which like it made it make so much sense. And so it's like we have the vertebrae of our spine, like the bony part, and then in between the bony part are the discs. But the discs are like a jelly donut. So it's, you know, when they're healthy, they're nice and fluffy, and it's full of jelly inside. Which essentially is like the membrane, like the disc membrane is the jelly part. And so in this particular area of my spine, the discs are like severely degenerated, like they're pretty much not there. And so all of this back pain that I'd been experiencing over the last 3 years was the symptoms of my disc degenerating. And I, you know, when everything started with my back, everything, of course, hindsight is 2020. I didn't go see an orthopedic doctor. I started seeing a chiropractor, and it was, it was helping because they were helping me manage the symptoms. And what I realized is really important is managing the symptoms is not the route to go. You want to get to the root. And this is just with anything, even just in life, even things not related to physical ailments in the body, even when it has to do with things in our life. Like managing just the symptoms is not going to get you to the next level. It's not going to bring you to your healing. You have to get to the root cause. And so I'd been managing symptoms basically for the last 3 years. All the while my discs were degenerating. And when I went to the orthopedic doctor last year, the one who I was currently seeing, they took x-rays and they never shared this information with me. I literally did not know. Like they never said anything about this. So he shared that with me, that is literally what was going on, that I was experiencing the symptoms of the degeneration of my disc. And what the current issue is the herniation. So basically the discs are pretty much non-existent, and that membrane, the jelly that was inside of the donut, is squeezed out. And so it's squished out and it's pressing on my nerve roots. And so this is the nerve, the sciatic nerve that goes down through your leg, through the back of your leg, through the front of your leg. And so this is what is causing all of the pain that I was in. And so it was the pain, it was the numbness, it was the burning, it was the stinging, it was the shooting pain. All of that stuff that I'd been feeling in my leg was due to this herniated disc pressing and compressing on my nerve root. So we talked about different options, different like non-surgical options. And, he said I could do physical therapy, which would help with the pain, it would kind of be a pain management kind of thing, or another option of doing a like steroid epidural type thing where they inject, like they, it's like, like an epidural. So like a needle, they'd inject into that area, which again really is just pain management. All of this stuff is really just managing the pain. In order to really address the issue, I would have to have surgery because they would need to remove the jelly off of my nerves. And a big concern for him was the weakness that I have in my leg. And they had you do like different tests and different things and stuff while I was at the office. And I'm displaying weakness. And he said that the weakness is a sign that the nerves are becoming damaged essentially. And if it's left like this, I could potentially have permanent nerve damage. And I'm just not trying to go out like that. Like, that's just not what I'm trying to have in my life. And so we decided that, and that's when I say we, I just mean, myself, talking with my mom, my sister, and just, just talking about it, that the surgery is the best option. And I really appreciated just their gentleness with it. It wasn't pushy. It's my choice, whatever I decide to do, whichever route I decide, that's what we'll do. And we decided that the surgery is really the best option. It's the only thing that makes sense. It's the only thing that will actually solve the issue of what is going on. And so tomorrow, actually, I'm going to be having the surgery. I'm having a micro lumbar discectomy. It's a minimally invasive surgery, so it's not like a major like spine surgery or fusion or anything like that. Essentially, what they're going to do, the way he explained it, is that they'll make an incision in my back at the area of the herniation, and they'll go in and like clip out the mass or the jelly that's compressing at my nerves. So it's an outpatient type surgery, so I won't be staying overnight. It'll be same day. I go in the morning. The surgery lasts about like an hour and a half, he said, and then I'll be in recovery. And he said that most patients have like immediate relief from the pain because that is literally the cause of the pain. So the pain at least will be gone. And oh my God, I just can't wait for that. Like, I literally can't wait for it. I can't even explain what living in this pain for the last 3 weeks has been, and just how humbling this whole experience has been. Like, not being able to do basic tasks, like literally like walking and brushing your teeth and washing your face and showering, like it brings a whole new level of appreciation for the little things in your life. And it's completely changed my whole perspective on just the way that I navigate in my life and the way that I plan to navigate my life moving forward, and the care that I'm going to have for my body moving forward. Because that's really going to be key. Now that I know that I have this degeneration of my disc, a big question for me was like, how does this impact my life moving forward? And, essentially he said that, the discs aren't going to generate back. It just kind of is what it is. And it was funny because he's like, and, there's, silver lining in things. And he's like, the silver lining is that because your discs are so degenerated and really don't have any jelly left, the chances of it herniating again are really slim. So I'm like, okay, that's a, I'm like, that's true. So I'll take that. But he's like, really, it's gonna just be imperative for me to remain active and, keep my core strong. He's like, walking would be really great exercise. Really being regular in that, being regular in yoga, but being mindful in my yoga practice, about certain poses that I do, and really like listening to my body, which is something that I do anyway. I'm very present in my yoga practice and during my yoga practice about my body and how it's feeling. So it'll be practicing yoga more regularly than how I've been, because I've completely been inconsistent with it the last probably like year and a half. The foods that I'm eating, making sure I'm eating more foods that are not inflammatory to my body, that's going to be really important. And also just knowing that I am going to deal with flare ups. Like, it's just a thing. It's something that I'm just going to have to live with. I'm going to go through moments where my back is going to flare up and I'll be in pain for a little bit. But the more active that I remain and the more active that I am, the better it'll be just overall in general. And so this was all really just such a wake up call, just about the importance of really taking care of your body and really taking care of your vessel and not taking it for granted. That's like a really just overall big lesson, is like not taking things for granted, like the small things for granted. Like, again, it's such a, it was so humbling. It's such a, this was such a humbling experience, and it really brought me back into my body and really grounded me into my body and reminded me of my humanness in so many ways. And I'm just so grateful for every little thing. Like, I feel so grateful for the little things. And I'm so looking forward to being able to just walk. Like, that is the thing I'm looking forward to the most. Like, I can't wait to just walk. I just want to walk, and I want to really challenge myself to walk every day, or at least most days. This has just really completely flipped my life upside down, in the best way possible. And, I think life kind of plays out that way at times. It's like we go through these valleys and we go through these moments of lulls and these valleys, and this is where we receive our lessons, you know? This is where we are able to really transmute whatever is happening in our lives and change it and alchemize it into something that will benefit us on the other side of it. And I know that I have received what it is that I'm supposed to receive, and I know that I will continue to receive what I'm supposed to receive. And I just feel excited about this new chapter. It literally feels like tomorrow I'm starting a new chapter. And so I just want to close out by reminding you that your darkest moments remind you of the light that you have. Because when you're in those dark moments, that's literally all you have to keep hope is yearning and searching for the light. And the light really is within you. And if you can use the moment that's happening as an opportunity to receive and to teach you something, I guarantee you, you are going to get a major, major key, and it is going to change your life. So that's all I got for today. So tomorrow, it's going to be a whole new Michelle, and I can't wait. So I will catch y'all after the surgery and just send up love. Send up love. Hold me. Hold me in your heart. And I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Bye.